Max Crosby is one of the NFL's richest stars, but behind the fame and money is a dark story of addiction, pain, and near self-destruction. Let's dig in. You're watching for free? That's wild. Hit subscribe before I send the subscription police. Max's early life appeared quite normal at first. He attended school in the quiet town of Lear, Michigan, participated in sports, and spent time with his family. However, beneath that exterior, life was far from easy. He and his family encountered significant challenges that shaped his future. As a child, Max's family suffered a major setback due to the housing market crash. They lost a lot and had to relocate to Texas to live with his grandfather. For Max, this meant leaving behind everything familiar to his friends, school, and neighborhood, and entering a completely new environment. Texas offered larger schools, a quicker pace of life, and most importantly for Max, a much more competitive high school football atmosphere. Suddenly, he found himself like a small fish in a big pond, facing challenges that far exceeded what he had known in Michigan. Despite facing many challenges, Max's talent was destined to emerge eventually. Eastern Michigan University offered him a Division I scholarship, a rare chance to display his abilities. For Max, it felt like a lifeline at a time when few had faith in him. His freshman year was humbling. He was redshirted because of his smaller stature and unrefined skills, making an impact only on the scout team as he faced older, stronger players in practice. However, this quieter period sparked his zeal for the defensive end position and laid the foundation for the discipline that would characterize his career. By his sophomore year, Crosby made a significant impact with 11 sacks, earning first-team All-MAC honors and finally gaining national recognition. Coaches began to trust him, and his teammates started to view him as a leader. However, the party lifestyle followed him, with increasingly frequent and dangerous blackout drinking episodes. His junior year brought a DUI, a serious wake-up call that could have destroyed his dreams and completely threatened his football future. Max took a brave step by entering the 2019 NFL Draft, supported unwaveringly by his girlfriend Rachel Washburn, who stood by him even during his self-doubt. Draft day was challenging. After an impressive showing at the NFL Combine, he was selected 106th overall by the Las Vegas Raiders, but doubts remained. Teams questioned his size and raised concerns about his off-field issues. Training camp was tough, especially when facing big players like Trent Brown, where every practice felt like a fight for survival. The early games were difficult, and Crosby's confidence suffered as he adapted to the NFL's speed and strength. However, when injuries affected the roster, a chance arose. Crosby rose to the occasion, playing with fierce determination and drive, recording his first sack and forcing multiple fumbles. He quickly became a player who couldn't be ignored, finishing his rookie season with 10 sacks and nearly winning the Defensive Rookie of the Year award, proving he deserved to be among the top players in football. While Max Crosby was gaining recognition on the field, his personal life was falling apart. The issues that troubled him in high school and college, heavy drinking, constant partying, and poor choices didn't disappear with his new fame. In fact, the money, pressure, and newfound freedom only made the temptation stronger. Nights turned into mornings, discipline faded, and chaos replaced control. Football was no longer his main priority. Max began to miss practices, arrive late, and mentally check out when he needed to be focused. Those around him started to notice the change. Rachel, who truly cared about his future, encouraged him to take a break and prioritize his well-being, but addiction often drowns out good advice. Instead of listening to her, Max immersed himself in reckless actions, convincing himself he was still in charge while everything crumbled around him. Then one off season, everything fell apart. What started as partying turned into a dangerous 3-month decline. His days were driven by alcohol and pills he could hardly recognize. Sleep became a thing of the past. Emotions fluctuated wildly and motivation disappeared. When he looked in the mirror, the person staring back felt like a stranger, exhausted, empty, and scared. For the first time, Max understood that talent alone wouldn't be enough to rescue him. Without making a change, he risked losing not just football, but also his relationships and his life. The years following rehab truly revealed the real Max Crosby, not only as a player, but also as a man changed by discipline and purpose. In 2020, despite injuries, he managed to achieve 7 sacks, demonstrating that his talent had survived the challenges of his past. This was merely a preview of what was to come. By 2021, Crosby had established himself as one of the NFL's most determined defenders. He recorded 8 sacks, received a Pro Bowl selection, and led the league in quarterback pressures. Offensive coordinators were now designing entire game plans just to keep him in check. His unwavering drive and commitment to the new life he was building remained strong. In 2022, Crosby took his game even further. He achieved an impressive 12.5 sacks and 22 tackles for loss, firmly positioning himself as a powerful presence on the field. That same year, the birth of his daughter, Ella Rose, changed his outlook. Football became more about leaving a legacy than merely achieving personal success. Every play now carried the significance of being a role model. In 2023, Crosby faced knee swelling, but he didn't let it stop him. He pushed through to achieve 14.5 sacks and earned his third Pro Bowl selection. Moving to 2024, ankle injuries limited him to just 12 games, yet he still managed to secure 7.5 sacks and a fourth Pro Bowl nod, demonstrating that his influence on the field remained strong. By 2025, nearing 5 years of sobriety, Crosby not only recorded 10 sacks, but also made his first career interception, dispelling any trade rumors and strengthening his role as a key player for the Raiders. Crosby's journey is more than just statistics, trophies, or lucrative contracts. It's a tale of significant personal development. Over 7 seasons in the NFL, he has accumulated over 69.5 sacks, a number that reflects not only his skill, but also his relentless effort, pain, discipline, and resilience. However, these statistics do not fully represent who Max Crosby is. His remarkable journey from receiving a single Division I scholarship offer to becoming the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history with an astonishing 3-year, $106.5 million contract is truly inspiring. Even more powerful is his openness about his battles with addiction, recovery, and the journey of rebuilding his life. Crosby shows that a troubled past does not determine your future. With the backing of faith, family, accountability, and discipline, he changed a life that was on the verge of collapse into one filled with purpose and success. Before becoming famous, Crosby went through a lot of trouble. He struggled with alcohol addiction, insecurity, and self-destructive habits while trying to find his way in one of the most challenging sports environments. While many athletes hide their struggles behind a mask of confidence, Crosby candidly reveals that behind closed doors, he was losing control of his life. Rather than letting it overwhelm him, he made the hardest decision of his life: to seek help. Through rehabilitation, honest self-examination, and taking responsibility, he established the foundation for a new and better version of himself. Crosby's journey is a strong reminder of the unseen costs of fame and success. The impressive numbers: $35.5 million a year, $91.5 million guaranteed, don't show the years of struggle that led to this point. Fans see highlight reels filled with sacks, forced fumbles, and Pro Bowl selections, but they often miss the sleepless nights, anxiety, fear of failure, and constant pressure to succeed while dealing with personal issues. Crosby's success didn't come by accident. It resulted from confronting his weaknesses, training with relentless commitment, and choosing growth over comfort. On the field, Crosby turns his pain into strength. Every play reflects his discipline and determination. He competes like someone who understands how close he came to losing everything. His aggression is not wild, it's controlled, focused, and purposeful. Instead of avoiding his past, he uses it as a source of motivation. Each season proves that when personal struggles are faced honestly, they can lead to extraordinary professional achievements. Crosby has changed from a troubled teen who turned to alcohol for comfort to a committed NFL leader, gaining respect across the league. His journey highlights the importance of support systems in recovery. His wife, Rachel Washburn, was a constant source of support during his healing, and rehab experts provided their guidance. However, it was Crosby who had to decide who he wanted to be. His story reminds both athletes and regular people that talent alone isn't sufficient. You must confront your inner challenges. Recovery can be difficult, but it is crucial for achieving long-term success. As his popularity grows, Crosby openly acknowledges his past. He shares the struggles that nearly defeated him. By doing so, he offers hope to those facing addiction, depression, or self-doubt. He shows that recovery is possible, even when life feels completely out of control. Crosby represents the idea that failure does not define you. It's your reaction to that failure that truly counts. This perspective has allowed him to turn a potentially tragic personal story into one of the most inspiring tales in the NFL. Max Crosby's career exemplifies resilience, dedication, and change. Throughout his 7 seasons in the NFL, he has accumulated impressive statistics, received Pro Bowl honors, demonstrated leadership, and secured historic contracts. However, his journey encompasses much more than just athletic achievements. It serves as a testament to overcoming fear, addiction, and insecurity. From a struggling teenager in Michigan to a football superstar, Crosby's story illustrates that the most significant victories often occur away from the spotlight, in the quiet quiet battles we face within ourselves. As he continues to make an impact in the league, Crosby's story goes beyond football. It's about taking responsibility instead of making excuses, opting for growth over comfort, and seeking purpose rather than giving in to destruction. His life is a powerful reminder to fans, athletes, and everyday people. No matter how dark the past may appear, it does not determine the future. Max Crosby's journey shows that even the brightest stars encounter their own challenges behind the scenes. What do you think about his remarkable rise from addiction to NFL stardom? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, so remember to like this video and subscribe for more inspiring stories like this one.